everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your new moon and Virgo messages. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Keep in mind, my friend, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. If that happens, don't get upset. Just check another placement. If it's not your message, it just means that it's meant for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimeline.tarot.com, for more information. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's take a look at your new moon in Virgo message. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. This is a new moon in Virgo, but yeah, there's something here about you needing to know how good you are. I kind of feel like maybe the self-esteem here within the Aries collective has dropped a few notches. There could be a new path here or a new direction that you want to take in your life. You might feel like you don't have what it takes to head in that direction. All right, let's see what this is all about for the Aries collective. Why is you are good enough? Their new moon and Virgo message. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, my dear, the Death card, followed by the Star, the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a wish fulfillment here. It would radically transform your life to move towards it. Some of you don't think you have what it takes. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. There's confusion here. And I feel like there's confusion here. It's like, I want this. It would transform my life. I can see it clearly. This is the direction I want to go in. I would like to pour Pentacle energy into whatever this is. But then when it actually comes to taking the inspired action, this is sort of like where you stumble here in the Seven of Cups, maybe some fears or some doubts, or there's like confusion here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Sun, and we have the Eight of Cups. So when we're leaving behind the Eight of Cups, it's because we're moving towards the Nine of Cups, which again is wish fulfillment. So there's something here where I feel like the Aries collective, or at least a group of you I've tapped into, there's something here about you needing to work on your self-esteem in this new moon in Virgo, so you can move towards whatever this is. What is this wish fulfillment here for Aries? Tell me more about the Star card here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Star card is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Magician, and the Devil. Not my favorite combination. This is why you don't feel good enough. I feel like you are sabotaging your own wish fulfillment here, Aries. It's like you're killing the dream before you even have the opportunity to move towards it. There's some negative talk here that you're doing to yourself. This is internal to you. There's this negative internal conversation you're having with yourself that's killing your dream before you even have yeah, it's death to the dream, right? Death card to the Star card. Before you're even moving towards it. It's like subconsciously you're already telling yourself, this can't work, I can't do this, I can't go in that direction. Even though you're intuitively being pulled in that direction, mentally you're kind of telling yourself you can't, or it's not the right time, or there's no way you can do it, or you wouldn't be successful at it. So I feel like clarity here. The Queen of Swords holds the Ace of Swords. I feel like there's clarity coming to you in the energy of the new moon in Virgo that will then assist you to start working on this goal or this dream here. What is this clarity here? Tell me about the clarity here that Aries is receiving. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your clarity, the Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. You're receiving some clarity here. Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Nine of Cups. I feel like you're having a conversation with another individual here. It could be with another person or another two people. It'll be different for all of you. So it's either like a one-on-one conversation or you and two other people. having this conversation. I feel like what comes about is almost this feeling of like, life is too short. Life is too short and I need to do this. I need to take the inspired action to move in this direction. It would make you very happy to do this. So you're having a conversation here. Like I said, I have a knight here and I have 2 pages. So there's a conversation, you and another individual or you and a group of people. And I feel like you walk away from it with this feeling of, it's almost like, what the hell am I doing? I am good enough. I can move in this direction. I should be doing this. There's a feeling here of like, life is too short and I shouldn't hold myself back from moving towards something or someone that I really want here. So then you have the Knight of Wands. So then I feel like you are, after this conversation takes place, that sort of inspires you or raises your confidence in some way that enables you to move forward. I feel like it knocks out any doubts or fears, confusion or illusion that you had. 3 cards here for Aries. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 5 of Swords, which was that mental conflict that you were having, the 7 of Wands, and the Strength card. So through this conversation that you're having, again, with this one person or this group of people, I feel like that you walk away from it feeling empowered with the Strength card. Like, I can do this. I can push forward. And I think that's what you end up doing. You end up overcoming these reservations, internal reservations that you've had. Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the Empress. Wow. Okay. So you're definitely moving towards whatever this opportunity is, this wish fulfillment, this goal, this dream, this plan. So if this message is resonating for you and you have felt some desire to move in a particular direction, but you've been hesitant to do so because you feel like you're not capable or you're not good enough or you don't have the financial resources, like whatever that delay has been for you or the confusion or setback, I feel like it's all cleared up in this conversation. And that gives you the power and the will and the drive to be like, I can make this happen. So yeah, your realization here in the energy of the new moon in Virgo is that you are good enough for this wish fulfillment. And I think that that conversation becomes the catalyst to help you move forward. That is what I have for you, my dear, for your new moon in Virgo message. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Aries, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. Let's take a look at your new moon in Virgo message. You're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. All right. Tell me more about this for Taurus, for my bull gang. Why is you're very close to achieving your goal? Their new moon in Virgo message. For Taurus, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Taurus. King of Pentacles. There you are, coming out strong, whether you're masculine or feminine. Oh, followed by the Empress. Again, whether you're masculine or feminine, that is one of your power cards in the Major Arcana portion of Tarot. Then you have the Hermit, which is Virgo. And we have the King of Cups. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy on the table as well. You have a lot of people here. You have a Queen of Wands, you have the Devil, and you have the Fool card. That leaves the Sun, the 7 of Cups, and look at that, 10 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're very close to achieving your goal. There's been something toxic here in the way of you having this new beginning, this attaining or achieving this goal, this dream, this wish. I feel like you're about to like plow through it. You're about to move towards it. Okay. So in the energy here of the new moon in Virgo, I think you're doing some introspection here. There's looking inward. You're trying to figure out the plan. It's like, you know what this new beginning is or what it looks like. And I feel like there's an obstacle in the way, but because you're doing this inner work, like really going within, I feel like you come up with a plan or a way. Sounds a little sinister, but it's not. But I just think that you come up with a plan to achieve that new beginning or that goal. Tell me more about the Hermit here for Taurus. Why is the Hermit here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Oh my God. Clarified by the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Tower. Yeah, there's this shocking realization here you're going within. It's like you're having an internal conversation. I think what you're realizing here, Taurus, is what you thought you wanted originally is not what you want. I think that's what you're realizing, is that the obstacle to you having what you want, like achieving this goal, the reason why it has been unattainable up until this point is because I feel like you haven't really defined it well enough, or you had the wrong idea of what this Ten of Cups is. So let's say I'm speaking to a Taurus where you always thought that the Ten of Cups was being an accountant. It's just an example. And now you're an accountant and you're sitting there going, I'm really not happy being an accountant. This is going within and saying, and having an honest conversation with yourself and saying, I know I went to school. I know this was the family business. This is what I got the degree in. And I thought that I would be very happy as an accountant for the rest of my life. No offense to accountants, by the way. But what you're realizing here is that was like someone else's dream, or maybe that was a dream of yours from way back when. It's not your dream today. So there's something like that here at play, where I thought that this would make me really happy, but now I either have it or I'm close to achieving it. And I'm taking a step back saying, no, the obstacle to my happiness is me. It's like you need to redefine your happiness, redefining what makes you happy. So it'd be like you going internally and saying, I really don't want to be an accountant, but what is that one thing I've always wanted to do with my life? That's why you're very close to achieving your goal here. The obstacle, or whatever this, toxicity here has been for you, I'm just going to call it an obstacle or a stumbling block or something like that. The reason why you haven't been fulfilled with whomever this is because you're realizing this like aha epiphany moment. Remember we saw the tower? This isn't where it's at. That's what you're realizing. This is not the person, the place, the situation, the job, the career path, et cetera, et cetera. This isn't where I thought my happiness would be or should be. It's a realization here on your part. Okay, King of Cups. Tell me why the King of Cups is here. Why is the King of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Cups is clarified by the Five of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. I feel like this is symbolizing the King of Cups. It could be a person. It doesn't have to be. But I just feel like that is who or what you thought was the Ten of Cups. And what you're realizing is you're now in conflict with it. Like it's like I had a cousin who wanted this huge house, right? I mean, ridiculously huge. And she did. She married very well, and they had their beautiful house. And then she was just like so exhausted. She thought that was her happily ever after, having like this humongous mansion. And then once they finally had it, and she had to like maintain the grounds, and then like the taxes were super expensive, like $40,000 a year in taxes. And which is a lot. For those of you who don't live in the United States, that's a lot. And what she realized was, I thought that was my happily ever after. I thought I would be really content in that, but that was almost like an egoic kind of thing for her, and she didn't realize it at the time. And it wasn't until several years after being in the home and realizing how much it takes to maintain it, all the time spent to clean it, all the different people that they would have to hire to help them with the grounds and all of that stuff. It's like she had to like kill that dream basically of hers and realize, no, really what I want is like a small little 3-bedroom ranch on a half an acre of land. And that's what they ended up doing. They ended up selling that home and then buying another home that was better suited for them. So there's something like that here at play, where you're in a relationship, you're in a connection, you're volunteering in a community group, it's the job, it's the career path, et cetera, et cetera. And you thought that would make you very happy if you achieved that goal or you attained that goal or made that dream come true. And it's like, now that it's here or it's on the precipice of being here, you're realizing that's not where it's at. So there's something that King of Cups is representing this is not where it's at. So maybe for some of you, this is like needing to sever a tie then with this individual. If this is a person, the friend, the family member, the lover, it could be the boss, that then you would, find another job, figure out what you want to do, find another job, and then give your notice to them. But this is representing the person, place, or thing that is no longer the Ten of Cups to you. So that's your aha epiphany moment here. So your block to being happy was you were settling for something that maybe at one time was wish fulfillment, but no longer is. Tell me about the new beginning here for Taurus. Tell me about the Fool card. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your new beginning. The High Priestess, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Moving on. I think you're creating a plan. I think you get this aha epiphany moment in the energy of the new moon in Virgo on August 22nd. And then it looks like over the course of the next 4 weeks, you're keeping it to yourself in the High Priestess energy, because that's the energy of an individual who, you know, keeps secrets in tarot. I feel like then you start looking elsewhere. Oh, we've got Six of Swords here. Yeah, the World card. So over the course of the next 4 weeks, after this aha epiphany moment, you're kind of keeping it to yourself, where now you're starting to look elsewhere, and that Three of Wands card. So you're looking for another job. Maybe you're looking to take some classes online so you can change, you know, your profession. You could be applying for new jobs, looking for relocation, looking to sell your McMansion and buy something more affordable. Like whatever this is for you, maybe even exiting a connection. But whatever it is for you, you get this aha epiphany moment in the energy of the new moon in Virgo, and you realize that what you thought was the Ten of Cups really isn't the Ten of Cups. It looks like you come to the realization that you want to put an end to it, and then you're creating some type of plan here over the course of the next 4 weeks, which you will then later execute to make your dream come true, this new dream come true. So I love this for you. You are very close to achieving your goal. But first comes this aha epiphany moment that what you thought was the Ten of Cups really isn't. You're redefining your Ten of Cups and then creating a plan on how you can move towards it. Love it. That's what I have for you, my bull gang, for your new moon in Virgo message. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Taurus, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini twin gang. Let's take a look at our new moon in Virgo message. We have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So there is incoming communication, conversation, something like that. Since Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules our communication. So there's some type of information, offer, like I said, opportunity, communication that comes in and gives you the answers that you need, or gives you the clarity that you need. Tell me more about this for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the answers you need are coming? Their new moon in Virgo message. Why is this their message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. So the first card out we have is the Hermit, which is Virgo. So this is definitely going down, so to speak, taking place in the new moon in Virgo on August 22nd. You then have King of Cups. That is followed by the Nine of Wands. And then you have the Chariot. So there's a conversation here with an individual that enables you to proceed forward. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups, moving towards your Nine of Cups then. Three of Cups and the Eight of Swords. I think you've been really up in your head about this. There's some clarity here that you haven't had. Something you want to work on. Situation, environment, connection, plan, project, something like this. You've been up in your head about it. The clarity you need is coming. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. The clarity you need is coming through a conversation. So tell me more about this conversation with this King of Cups. They don't have to be a water sign. They don't have to be a masculine. But this is representing the individual that you are having this conversation with. So tell me, who is this King of Cups? Or what do they have to say to Gemini? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Cups is clarified by Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords, the Moon. Yeah, you don't see this coming. And the Hangman. So this is your energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. There's a opportunity. There's a conversation coming with an individual about a long-term opportunity. And it's a solid opportunity. But I'm calling it an opportunity because that's really, to be honest, what all aces are, right? The Ace of Pentacles is the opportunity to get to the Ten of Pentacles. So you're having a conversation here with an individual about something that has the possibility to either make you a lot of money. So maybe for some of you, this is a new job offer. Like if you've been looking for employment and you're wondering why you're putting out all of these applications and resumes and you're not receiving anything back, the answer you need is coming. It looks like this would be the job offer here coming in. Again, you have the divine gift of free will if you want to take it or not, but there it is. For others of you, this is like a financial investment opportunity. I don't have a lot, I don't have any cups here except for the Eight of Cups. But it could be for those of you who are looking for love, a pretty solid and stable love partner here. If you're currently in a connection, this could be a discussion about how to move the connection forward or maybe even to a higher level of commitment. Nine of Wands. Tell me why the Nine of Wands is here. Why is the Nine of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Wands is clarified by the Sun, the Seven of Cups, wow, and the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords, the World, and the Three of Wands. This is going to open up a whole new chapter in your life here, Gemini. I feel like this is something you've been wanting, you've been waiting for. We have the Wheel of Fortune card here, the Seven of Swords, the Empress card. You've been wanting this, you've been working towards this, you've been planning for this, you've been strategizing for this. So there's incoming communication, opportunity, offer, conversation in this new moon in Virgo on August 22nd. And it enables you to move forward in a direction that will make you very emotionally happy with that Ten of Cups. Opens up the gateway, the doorway here for you to have all of these different options and choices. And also brings in like long-term financial stability. And this all happens very quickly. Like once the conversation happens, you're on the move in this Chariot card. Why is the Eight of Swords here? I feel like you haven't been able to move in this direction. You've been waiting. You've been waiting for this. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the High Priestess. So you've been worried about this conversation. Yeah, look. This Page of Swords, Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. There it is. I just said that Ace of Pentacles is the potential to get to the 10. So you've been worried about this for a minute, about how to move forward. Should you move forward? You know, is the job coming in? Is the financial offer coming in? Is the love partner coming in? Is the reconciliation coming in? I don't know what this is for you, but it's been pending. It's been pending in your life. You've been waiting for information, conversation, offer, opportunity so you can move forward. And this is now coming to you. So that whole internal battle, I feel like you've had maybe emotionally, possibly even mentally, because you're just negatively thinking it's never coming, or I can't get enough clarity, so I don't know how to move. So if you're a Gemini or Gemini placement and you've been feeling stuck because you're waiting for whatever that Ace of Pentacles is, be assured that it's coming in the energy of the new moon in Virgo. And it really puts you on path now towards Nine of Cups, towards the Ten of Cups, the Sun card, which is Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. And you have both of them here on the table. So this really sets your life on a new path, on a new journey. And it's exciting and it's fun. And it's something you've been wanting, that you've been like stuck or feeling stagnant or unable to move forward. And this is like now go time. Once you get this answer, you're able to move forward on your path towards wish fulfillment. So bravo to the Gemini Collective. I love that reading for us. This is highly claimable, so I will be claiming this reading. If you like this message and it resonated with you, or you want to claim all or part of it like I'm doing, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's take a look at your new moon in Virgo message. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Okay. Why is your commitment is being tested? The new moon in Virgo message for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is your commitment is being tested? Their message. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your commitment is being tested. Clarified by the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Devil. Okay, so you're receiving this offer, this opportunity. It's something that you've wanted for quite some time, but you might actually reject it. And the Four of Cups, you're not seeing the Ace of Cups coming. So your commitment is being tested. At some point, you manifested this new job, this new love partner, this new opportunity. Whatever this is for you, it's different for all of you. But at some point, you asked for it, and now it's coming in. And there's a possibility here that you may not notice it, overlook it, reject it. And then we have the Devil. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. You have 2 out of the 4 aces in a very simple spread. So at some point, you called this in. You wanted this. And now that it's coming in, it's almost like you don't see it coming. But it's a little more than you don't see it coming. You might completely ignore it. Why is that? Why? Let's first clarify the Four of Cups, then we'll clarify the Devil. Why is the Four of Cups here? Why is the Four of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Cups is being clarified by Four of Wands, Justice, and the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. So this is something that you wanted. Source, divine, God, whatever you call that, entity. It heard you. It's bringing this karmic justice to you. You're receiving the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. And even though you're seeing it, so it's not something that you're missing, but it could become a missed opportunity if you don't take it. And I think the reason why you're not taking it is because when it comes in, your judgment here seems to be a bit cloudy in the Seven of Cups. Like suddenly now you're confused, you're not sure, you don't know if you want it, you're really up in your head here over it. So it comes in and now you're not sure if you want it, if you want to accept it, you want to engage with it. So there's something toxic here at play. Yeah, it's wish fulfillment. Star card. This is something you manifested. You called this in. Okay, so why is the Devil card here? I almost feel like you're preoccupied thinking about something else. Why is the Devil card here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Devil is being clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. You're going to sabotage this opportunity for yourself. I want you to take a look at this. It's like the King of Pentacles isn't looking straight ahead. It's like you're steering the ship. This is what you wanted. At some point you were moving in the direction of this wish fulfillment. But now the King of Pentacles is looking off to the right, just like this individual is in the Four of Cups, not seeing this Ace of Cups coming in. The Two of Swords, you're blindfolded. And then the Seven of Swords, it's like you're sabotaging yourself here. You're sabotaging yourself from something that you've always wanted. Yeah, you're receiving this offer, this opportunity. Page of Pentacles to Two of Cups. I could be speaking to a Cancerian that at some point you hoped and prayed for a romantic partner, for a love interest, and now you have someone coming in, wants to ask you out on a date, wants to get to know you, wants to exchange phone numbers, wants to communicate with you, and that Eight of Wands energy, and now all of a sudden you're not interested in love. Suddenly now you're like, nope, I'd rather be financially focused or focused on other responsibilities. But this could be the love of a lifetime, So there's something like that here. You've called this in at some point. You're now receiving communication, word, offer, opportunity. It's coming from a soulmate, whether that's career and finance, love and romance. And I feel like this could be a missed opportunity here for the Cancerian collective. Like what that Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles is different for all of you. But the one thing you all have in common, your commitment to this manifestation is being tested. Because it's coming in and you might sabotage yourself by not wanting it, not acknowledging it, no longer being interested in it, not taking it seriously, being too preoccupied with other things. There could be fears, doubts, and insecurities here at play as well. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for you. 3 cards of advice here. And it's almost like for some of you, you might talk yourself out of this. And that 10 of Wands, like, oh, this would be too burdensome. So let's say I'm speaking to a Cancerian. You've always wanted to, open up your own business. And now suddenly the universe has moved around those chess pieces. And now here comes the financial offer, financial opportunity, business partner, something like that for you to launch this business. And suddenly you're like, I don't know if I want it. It might be too much work. 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Too much work, not enough play. It's almost like you're talking yourself out of it, but it's what you've always wanted. That's just an example there that I'm giving you. So let's get you 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Temperance, the Hierophant, and the 7 of Wands. Page of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. This is the offer, the opportunity you've wanted. In terms of advice, there's something here about acknowledging that, like, the 7 of Wands is very different in the deck that I use for you. This person's about to cross over this bridge to the other side. So I almost feel like this becomes a missed opportunity if you don't take it. Like, it'll take your life on a new path if you decide to accept it. But if you don't, I kind of feel like then you'll be stuck for a while. You'll be stuck for a while. So yeah, this is a spiritual lesson for you. This gift, this opportunity, this manifestation, it's being given to you by Archangel Michael. And some of you now may not be interested in it, or it's coming in, you know, packaging that you weren't expecting. Like, it's the wish you wanted, but it could be coming in a different form. So maybe for some of you, you've, again, just an example, maybe the wish here, the manifestation was, you know, I want to meet the person of my dreams and fall in love and live happily ever after. But you had a specific person in mind. You are now getting this individual who would be willing to spend the rest of their life with you, and it'd be a very abundant future. There's Ace of Cups, potential to get to the Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, potential to get to the Ten of Pentacles. But suddenly you're like, oh, but it's not the person I had in mind. But it's the perfect person for you. So that's what I mean. It's like wish fulfillment coming, but it may not be in the packaging you want. That could be a message for someone. I wouldn't pass this up. Your commitment now will be tested. How badly did you want blank? Because now that it's here, again, may not be exactly what you wanted, but it would take your life in a whole new trajectory, a whole new path here. One towards total emotional as well as financial contentment. So it's up to you if you want to accept this or not. But in the new moon in Virgo energy, your commitment will be tested to whatever this is here that you've manifested at some point. That's what I have for you, Cancer, for your new moon in Virgo message. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's take a look at your new moon in Virgo message. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Okay. Why is step out of your comfort zone? Leo's new moon in Virgo message. Leo's sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. Why is this their new moon in Virgo message? Step out of your comfort zone. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, my dear. Five of Cups, King of Swords, Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Death, King of Cups, Eight of Swords. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Bottom of the deck, the Devil, the Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. The comfort zone is toxic. The comfort zone is a situation, environment, or connection, pattern, trait. You've existed in it a long time, or you've exhibited it for quite some time. It's comfortable. It's not fulfilling. It's not really true even to who you are, but it's comfortable. The situation, environment, or connection. But it's been holding you back, and you know it. Situation, environment, connection, pattern, trait. It's been holding you back. I think you're gaining clarity about this in the new moon in Virgo. Tell me why the Ace of Swords is here. Tell me why the Ace of Swords is here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Swords clarified by the Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, this is information, communication, even could be a conversation you're having with yourself. In the energy of the new moon in Virgo, there's this, oh my God, that's why blank has eluded me for so long. The job offer, the job opportunity, the love partner, whatever that wish, goal, dream here is for you. It's like an internal conversation with yourself, and you're identifying why it has eluded you for so long. You're discovering either the situation, environment, or connection you're in is toxic. And you're like, oh my God, this is why it's not blank. It should be blank, and it's not blank. Instead, it's a nightmare, or it's breadcrumbing, or it's toxic. And if it's not a situation, environment, or connection, then it's just like a pattern within yourself or a trait where you get this aha epiphany moment of, oh my God, this has been holding me back from wish fulfillment, from victory, from a new offer, a new opportunity. Oh my God, a new beginning. So you're realizing something here is toxic. Person, place, thing, pattern, or traits. Once you have this realization, the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy, and then we have the Hermit. So this is happening for most of you in this new moon in Virgo. But once you get this aha epiphany moment, now you're able, if you want, because you have the divine gift of free will, right? You can acknowledge something, but then decide not to move forward with it. But if you decide to move forward with it, boy, does it take you out of your comfort zone, because it radically transforms your life. The type of job you've always wanted, right? You thought you would always be in this industry, and now suddenly you're having this internal conversation. You're like, oh my God, I don't even like doing this job. Or I thought I would work at this company until I retired, and now you're having this internal conversation going, this place is toxic as F. I don't know what I was thinking, selling my soul to this corporation. I would rather go work for someone else. Or there's something like that here, where you just got so comfortable doing it, or, you know, being in it, or striving for it, or attracting it, that you didn't realize it actually wasn't good for you, or you were shortchanging yourself. So there's this aha epiphany moment of, oh my God, this is not where it's at. This is not what I want to do, or not who I want to be, or not who I want to be with. And suddenly now it radically transforms your life, or has the potential to. And yeah, Eight of Swords, that could be nerve-wracking, because you're changing who you are, or your life path, or, you know, your relationship status, or whatever this is, your job, your career. Or maybe you'll do some internal work with a therapist or a counselor, right? To maybe work on a toxic trait or pattern that you're discovering within yourself. And look, this could just be something like, you know, a diet plan, or a smoking cessation plan for those of you who maybe want to quit smoking. Like, it doesn't have to be anything big, you know, in terms of like leaving a person or a profession. It could just be something like that, of going, oh my God, yeah, I think I need to start eating better. Or I need to cut out sweets. Or again, whatever this is for you, it's the internal conversation with yourself that you're like, you know what? I got so comfortable doing that I didn't realize that it was bad for me. That's basically what this is. And then saying, okay, this is going to be nerve-wracking to quit smoking, or leave this person, or, you know, change this job, or learn a new job skill, or whatever. But I see most of you doing it. You're going to step out of your comfort zone and do this. And it's like you're going to be bold and brave and do this. This could even be a relationship that you get the epiphany moment. This isn't the person that I want to be with. I thought it was the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I'm having second thoughts on that. It could be something like that. Okay, Death card. Why is the Death card here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Death card is being clarified by Eight of Wands, Two of Cups, and Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Tower. I told you. You're going to move on from whomever or whatever this is in time. Like, I don't think you're all doing it on August 22nd. The Tower moment, the aha epiphany moment, of you stepping into your Empress energy and realizing you need to take better care of yourself by changing whatever this is. The living environment, the, you know, job environment, the relationship, the pattern, the trait, whatever, the diet plan. It's you deciding here, I'm gonna move forward. It might be difficult. I might need some help. I might need a mentor. I might need a guide. I might need a counselor. I might need a dietitian. You know, I might need a doctor. You know, I might need an employment agency now to help me find a next job. Like, you might here decide to, I'm going to need the assistance of someone else to do this. But your aha epiphany moment is this. I don't want to repeat this again, or I don't want to stay in this anymore. And I want to change this. I want to be like a better version of myself. I want to make my wishes come true. I want to move my life in a new direction. You know, Star card, Six of Wands. So I feel like the Leo collective is about to shift quite suddenly in the energetic way. So it's that mental epiphany. That's that internalization of just coming to the decision. Again, I don't think on August 22nd you're all shifting. The whole collective is shifting. But for a while now, because I look at the zodiac signs, like the signs that are going to be shifting next, and I kind of look at that astrologically speaking. I really thought Taurus would be next, but I think Taurus is lagging as a fixed sign. You're a fixed sign also, but you're a fire fixed sign. So you're not as stubborn as Taurus can be. No offense if you're a cross watcher or you have Taurus placements. My best friend is a Taurus. I love my bull gang. But because you're fire fixed, I don't want to call you mutable. You're not mutable. You're a fixed sign. But you're more agreeable to changing something that you realize isn't working for you than like a Taurus would be, or maybe even a Capricorn. So I feel like you're going to make the Leo collective will make an energetic shift within the energy of the new moon in Virgo on August 22nd to move in a new direction. And then when you all do it will be different, right? If you need to find another place to live or you're breaking off the relationship, like whatever this is for you, you'll all do it differently, like in different increments, different stages. But the timeline is shifting. That's something even I didn't see coming. So it all begins with the aha epiphany moment in the energy of the new moon in Virgo. And then from there, the direction you take and how long it takes you to go in that direction will be up to you. But there's an aha epiphany moment coming, my love, that something within you or someone else or situation environment isn't working out for you. You got so comfortable with it, you didn't realize how bad it was, like I was saying, for your health or your finances or your life. And it looks like you're making the aha light bulb's going to go on for the Leo collective. I need to get out of this, or I need to change this. It all begins in the new moon in Virgo when you decide to step out of your comfort zone, or at least make a plan to. That is what I have for you, my dear. That is your new moon in Virgo message. I did not see that coming. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's see what the new moon in Virgo message is for you, my dear. A time for healing, balsamic moon. Okay. Tell me why a time for healing is the Virgo collective message for their new moon in Virgo, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. Why is a time for healing Virgo's message? Thank you. Three of Pentacles came out of the deck. Three of Pentacles, the Tower, the Six of Cups, sorry. Oh, and the World card. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Justice, the Devil, the Magician. Some of you will be healing a toxic trait within you that you're acknowledging exists within you. For others of you, you're realizing a situation, environment, or connection in your life that you've put some effort into is toxic or is manipulating you. And it looks like if you haven't closed the door on this yet, if you've closed the door on it, then you'll be working on healing through the ending. For others of you, you're closing this out. Wow, did not see that coming for you. Okay, so it's a situation, environment, or connection. It could be pattern or trait that it's not a pattern or trait. I don't feel it's a pattern or trait. Let me clarify that Three of Pentacles. I feel like it's more a situation, environment, or a connection. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Because you've been actively investing in this soulmate or in this situation or environment for a good minute now. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Queen of Cups, bottom of deck, Death card. Yeah, you've been investing, Death card to the Eight of Cups. The Virgo collective is calling something over. What that is will be different for all of you, but I kind of feel like you've been holding yourself back from wanting to look at this. I guess, it is a collective general reading, so I don't want to narrow down the message too much for you. I mean, if I had to be honest with you, the first feeling that I was getting here was this was a relationship you're ending with a friend, family member, lover. Could even be professional. But because it is a collective general reading, I'm being told to kind of walk that back. So I'm going to walk it back. It's possible for some of you, there's a toxic trait or pattern similar to what I said to Leo that you've done for a long time. Maybe you smoke too much. Maybe you drink too much. Maybe you gamble too much. There could be something like that. And you've been resisting getting the help for it, or you've been resisting quitting it or reducing it, or, getting on the diet plan. Maybe it could be something like that. But I feel for most of you, you've been holding back from closing something out. And I think what you're realizing is you can't hold yourself back anymore. You're acknowledging something as toxic. So if I had to put a percentage on it, 25% of you, this is a trait, a pattern, something dietary, some type of, toxic thing that you're consuming. And you could realize this is really bad for my health. I'm getting older, or whatever it is. I'm packing on some pounds. I need to cut back on this, or I need to get into the gym, or I want to rid myself of this trait, or I'm blowing a lot of money at the casino. It could be something like that for 25% of you. The other 75% of you, situation, environment, or connection, you've realized for a while has been toxic, but you kind of didn't want to see it. You either thought that you were going to work there for a long time, live there for a long time, be with this person for a long time, but you were keeping it to yourself. That because there was a part of you going, this isn't right, or this is too reminiscent of something toxic I encountered or experienced in the past. And it even could be with family for some of you. The Tower. Tell me about the Tower here for Virgo. Thank you. Ace of Cups. 3 of Wands. 10 of Wands. 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Oy. So, I feel like at some point, you waited for this opportunity. This person, this job, to reconnect with this individual. Like, you waited for this. And now that it's in your life, it's way too burdensome, or it's too time consuming. And if this is like a toxic trait within you, like I was saying, smoking, drinking, gambling, etc., at some point it was fun, it was exciting, you liked doing this, but then it became too burdensome on your health, on your financial resources, etc. So this is your aha epiphany moment, whatever this is for you, in the energy of the new moon in your sign, that this is not what I thought it would be. And I don't want to engage in this anymore, or I don't want to be here anymore, or I don't want to be with this person anymore. The World card. Why is the World card here? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. Do you see what I see? Sorry. I shouldn't laugh. Virgo. Look, I've got 3 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. I have 2 queens on the table now, and I have a king. So let me go back to the original message, and then I'm going to get into this message. For some of you, if you are leaving a job, I think you already have another job in mind. Either you want to launch your own business. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands would be like, I want to be my own entrepreneur, open my own business. In that respect, you could be closing this out or getting the aha epiphany moment. I really want to launch my own business. I want to quit this job. I don't think you're quitting the job then on, Friday the 22nd, but you may start getting the ball rolling now on creating a plan or strategy to launch your own business. So in the future, you could leave this like toxic job environment and go live with yourself, or go work for yourself. For others of you, this could be you having a conversation with an individual to go into business with them. And that would mean you and that person end up in the future maybe leaving your current jobs. Maybe you find them to be toxic, or that it's just a career path neither of you want to be on anymore. So this could be the discussion of, we should really launch our own business or our own creative endeavor. I have a group of Virgos where you're leaving one person for another, whether you know who this person is or not. I have a Virgo here who's leaving a connection because they know who they're leaving a connect, like it's a third party situation, and you're leaving one lover for another, or you're leaving one lover with the hopes that you find another lover in the future because your current lover is toxic. 3 of Cups, High Priestess, and 8 of Pentacles. And then I have a group of you where you have 2. And you've been torn between 2 for a while, but no mas, no more. It looks like you are making the decision in the energy of the new moon to heal a third-party situation by no longer engaging in a third-party situation. So I could be speaking to a Virgo. Look, I don't know where you are in the triangle. Like if you have 2 lovers, you could be deciding here, I need to heal my involvement in a third-party connection. I'm going to end a relationship with one person and move forward with another. I could be speaking to a Virgo that you're one of two people that this other person has. You could be the primary, you could be the secondary, but you're like, you know what? I don't want to be part of this anymore. I don't want to compete for this person's love. So I'm going to heal this third party connection and then move forward and try to find my own person in my own time. So we have lots of messages here for the Virgo collective, which I kind of expected since it's the new moon in your sign. So take it all how it resonates to you. Some of you, you're ending a toxic trait or pattern within yourself. And it could be health related for some of you because you want to improve your health. So I love that. Bravo to you for doing that. Then I have a group of you where you're in a situation, environment, or connection that you deem to be toxic. You're getting this aha epiphany moment that you need to move on from it. At some point it was wish fulfillment, but now that you're actively engaging in it, you realize it isn't what you thought it would be, or it's not living up to the expectation that you had for it. And you could very well be noticing some toxic traits or patterns exhibited within the dynamic of this like connection or situation or environment. And so you're making the call to bow out and to leave whomever or whatever this is. I then have a group of you where you are deciding you don't want to stay in your work environment anymore. It's become too toxic. You feel the people that work there are manipulative, and you're coming up with an idea or plan here in the new moon in Virgo to maybe like launch your own business, or you could even be talking to another individual here about partnering with them to launch a business together. Like this would be like a new business partner for you. In that respect, the two of you are deciding you no longer want to be like at the jobs or industries you're in. You would rather work together and collaborate on this new creative endeavor or passion project or new business. And then I have a group of you where you are part of a third-party relationship, situationship. And if you're the one who has two people, it looks like you're closing one out to move towards the other. I don't know if you're closing out the primary or secondary. If I had to be honest, it looks like you're closing out the primary and you're moving towards the secondary. And for those of you where you're one of two people competing for, the affection of this other person, I think you're bowing out and deciding to close this, heal from it, and then move forward. So in time, you could find your own person. That is what I have for you, Virgo. Lots of messages there. Take only the ones that resonate for you or the ones that you want to claim. But that is what I have for you for your new moon in Virgo messages. If you like any of those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Leave it to Virgo to shock the shit out of me. Please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Until I read for you again, my love, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's take a look at your new moon and Virgo message. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Okay, we just had a new moon in Leo on July 24th. So it's possible that something happened then around that time for you that maybe gave you the confidence, the self-esteem, the drive to maybe want to move your life in a new direction or try something new, maybe something you were afraid of doing in the past. You suddenly now feel more bold or encouraged to move in that new direction ever since we had that new moon in Leo on July 24th. So it could be something like that. Tell me more about this here for Libra. Why is confidence is your key to success? Their new moon and Virgo message for Libra, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. First card out, my dear, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Fool. Yeah, confidence is your key to success. Go for it. Your new beginning. You're already working on it, or you have been working on it, or you're about to start working on it. You're all on the same timeline, at least this group of Libras. What you're working on obviously is different. When you started working on it, obviously is different. One thing you all have in common, you're working on something that will put your life on a new path, set it on a new course, in a new direction. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Justice. So you are taking action here on your behalf to have long-term success in some aspect of your life. So I could be speaking to a Libra where you're putting a lot of effort into like saving money to move, because Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. And this is high vibing Virgo is creating a system and a plan that you can work towards, right? A strategy. So I feel like you've done this already. If not, you're about to do it. You're creating a system, a plan, something like that with a long-term goal, and you're beginning now to start taking action. So again, if it's something that you want to buy, this would be like, I'm going to start working extra overtime, or putting more money aside so I can, achieve this goal, or saving money to like buy my own house or buy my own vehicle. Whatever the dream, goal, wish here is, it's different for all of you, but you're doing it. You're creating the plan. You're discovering information on it first. I love this. You would not have been able to do this a year ago. This would have been scary as all F to you a year ago. So I've tapped into a group of you. It's like whatever you've gone through, it has now emboldened you to act on your own behalf, to create a plan and strategy for your life, for the future, some goal that you have now, some dream. And you're like, that is mine no matter how long it takes me to get to it. I will work on this. I will discover new information about it. I will get all my ducks in a row. Boy, did you just, something happened here. And it could be good for some of you. For others of you, it would be bad. So I don't want to sit here with a smile on my face, but I kind of have to sit here with a smile on my face because I'm really excited for the Libra collective. You're leaving something behind. You're taking ownership of your life, and you're moving towards wish fulfillment. Oh my God. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. How did we get here? How did we get here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Something occurred in divine timing. 7 of Swords. Queen of Cups. So that's why I said before I shouldn't smile, because not all of you arrived at this point because something good happened. So something occurred here in divine timing. An act of betrayal. A lie. Someone sabotaged something here for you. Someone betrayed you. Someone that you cared about. Someone that you loved. Someone that you thought was honest and authentic, that you knew for a long time, ended up not being so honest and authentic. This happened for a lot of you in Leo season. You had this realization or this revelation. This person could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You had this aha epiphany moment. This person, regardless of their zodiac sign, they're not as honest or trustworthy as you thought that they were. Through that, you're now capable of forging ahead. So I think there's a little anger there, as well as confidence, that is fueling this fire within you to move towards this new beginning. Tell me about the Page of Wands. This is you discovering now information, creating the plan, getting your ducks in a row before you take the leap of faith, because the Page of Wands is the minor arcana card to the Fool card for me. This is, I need to discover more before I take the leap of faith. So your aha epiphany moment here in the new moon in Virgo on August 22nd is beginning to discover information that you need to put your life on a new path. Yeah, someone betrayed you here. Tell me about the Page of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Wands, clarified by 6 of Swords, 8 of Wands, Page of Swords. So I've tapped into a group of you. Let's say this is a work environment, right? Because not everyone's leaving a toxic friendship or family connection or marriage or, partnership. So let's say this is work related. You were due a promotion or a raise and it went to someone else and it didn't come to you. You could feel really backstabbed and betrayed. And maybe it's not the first time it's happened, but it's pissed you off enough where you're like, you know what? I'm going to start learning some new skills or expanding upon the skills I have, or I'm going to make it my second job to find another job. And now in this energy of the new moon in Virgo, you're putting together your resume, you're getting your references together, and you'll be actively looking for a new place of employment. And I feel like by the time we get to the second new moon in Virgo on September 21st, the new job opportunity comes in, possibly too. So it's not telling you to quit your job, but this pissed you off enough. You're like, you know what? I'll find another job. And when I do, that's when I'll close this one out. So I could be speaking to a Libra that's doing something like that. And this would be you, like I said, getting your resume, your references, all of that together, and then seeing what else is out there. So you could eventually take the leap of faith and work elsewhere. Yeah, 3 of Wands, Knight of Wands, High Priestess. This would be something a decision you're doing, like you're keeping it to yourself. You're not You're not going to tell the job, hey, you guys effed me over, and now I'm actively looking for a replacement company to work for. You know what I mean? So you would keep it to yourself. I could be speaking to a Libra where you had a friend or family member screw you over. I've got the 10 of Pentacles here. Maybe it was money related. You know, someone borrowed money from you and they didn't pay you back. Or, you know, maybe you were cheated out of inheritance or something like that. Or the sale of a property. You thought you would get X amount of dollars and you got less. Maybe you were expecting a 10 of Pentacles. They only gave you 8 Pentacles. You know, and you could now be devising a way to break away from that person. Justice card, maybe take some legal action towards them so you could get your fair shake. Like maybe in the past, you would have just rolled over and been like, okay, whatever. But this pissed you off enough that now you've got confidence. Now you're like, whoa, wait a minute. What did you do to me? Like, there's only so many times a Libra is going to roll over or get run over. You know, even a people-pleasing Libra at some point says enough is enough. So it could be something like that. And then, you know, in the energy now of the new moon in Virgo, you're looking for, you know, financial advisors or attorneys or something like that to consult with to maybe like sue this person or get your money back or go to small claims court. So it could be something like that for some of you. And yeah, for others of you, you have a long-term connection here, romantic connection where there was some lying, cheating, betrayal, something like that here took place and pissed you off enough. That was a red flag you couldn't ignore. And now you're ready to get to work to create a life different and on a new path that does not include this person. So some of you could be looking at a place to move. You could be looking into attorneys. The Fool. Tell me about your new beginning. Because I feel like once you get everything in a row, and it'll be different for all of you, you know, when you get that done. But then it's like go time. Then it's go time. So, you know, you're waiting for the new job to come in, or you're waiting for the attorney, or you're waiting to find a new housing location. Once you do, nothing is holding you back. Nothing is holding you back. Whatever plan this is, goal, dream, wish, you'll be highly successful at attaining it. Someone hurt you enough or screwed you over enough, it pissed you off enough to light some fire in your belly. Tell me about the Fool card. One more shuffle. Thank you. God help that person. 9 of Wands, 2 of Swords, Queen of Wands. So this moving forward judgment. Yeah, you made the judgment call. You're breaking away from whomever this is. You're just not doing it this week. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 of you are, but that's not the feeling I'm getting here for the majority. The judgment call is I'm breaking away from this, and now I'm going to get my ducks in a row until I'm ready. So you're kind of holding yourself back. The Fool, the new beginning. It's like you put up this barrier with the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Swords. It's like you're blocking. So the inspired action that you need, Leo energy here, by the way, in that Queen of Wands, you're holding yourself back from moving forward because it's just because you need to, like I said, secure the next job, the next living situation, maybe get your financial house in order, like whatever this is for you. That person, they don't see it coming. Tell me about the 7 of Swords. We have the World. Yeah, you're ending that. The deception, the connection, the job, the environment. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. And I've tapped into a group of you where you're such a people pleaser that had this person not done this or this job not screwed you over, no matter how difficult it was, dealing with the friend, the family member, the lover, you know, the boss, the colleague, you probably would have stayed. You probably would have turned a blind eye and stay. But their action has caused a reaction from you. Their action is what ended this. So I don't want you to take all of the guilt, you know, or the blame that you've got to walk away from whatever this is, this career path or living situation or connection, because you need to understand their action is what created this. You're just a reaction to it. 2 of Pentacles and the Empress. You would have stayed in that. That's Libra energy. You would have stayed in that. You would have continued to manage in that 2 of Pentacles. But because, you know, they did what they did, now it's like you have no choice but to really embody the Emperor, Empress energy here and take control of your life and move in a new direction, one that does not include them, okay? That's what I have for you Libra, it looks like in the energy of the new moon in Virgo, you'll be creating a plan, something sensible, logical, that you'll be able to execute in a time that's fitting for you, so you can move forward from something that appears here to be shady or toxic, or some form of manipulation occurred there. And it looks like now, because, oh God, this card keeps wanting to show itself, because of whatever this individual or individuals did, this is now fuel for your fire, the confidence you need to move towards a new life path, it looks like, a new direction. That's what I have for you, my dear. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio, my moon babies. Let's see what our new moon in Virgo message is. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Well, we just had a full moon in Aquarius on August 9th. The new moon in Aquarius will be in Aquarius season 2026. There's something here about bringing love into the situation. So maybe something happens around August 9th in a particular situation, environment, or connection in your life. Maybe it created a chain reaction, a chain of events. So I feel like whatever this is, it could be healed. It could be healed now. All right. Tell me more about this here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is bring love into the situation? Their new moon and Virgo message. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Seven of Wands, Six of Swords, Knight of Cups, there's your love, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, something transpired here. Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, King of Swords. Then we have the Star card, the Devil, and the Magician. I do not like that combination. So something toxic occurred here. Your part, their part, and I don't know who they are. Friend, family member, lover. Something happened here. For some of you, it was around August 9th. It's kind of like when the snowball started. I feel like you've put up some boundaries. You've been distancing yourself from this individual. Now maybe you ghosted them. Maybe they ghosted you. There's a potential here, if you want it, to bring the connection back together again, to heal it. But it's not only healing the connection, it's healing the toxic pattern or toxic trait within the connection. So bringing love into the situation would require both parties to do that, or to be dedicated to doing that, like dedicating to healing the toxic trait or patterns here. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Cups, clarified by Page of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Lovers, King of Wands, and the Hierophant to the Three of Swords. Spiritual lesson here for you and for this person. Is this shared energy here? I think this is shared energy. If we get an Ace or Major Arcana card, that'll be a yes. Is this shared energy between these individuals? Is this shared energy? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Swords. So it's not. So this is you. Okay, don't be offended. And I'm just going to put this back in the deck, so it's just a yes or no card. I feel like you are waiting for this person to approach you. And I'm not telling you you're right for that. I'm not telling you you're wrong for that. But I was wondering who's waiting here. I feel like Page of Wands, Two of Swords, Three of Wands. I've tapped into a group of you where you're like, I didn't do this. I didn't contribute to this. I'm standing my ground. That person's to blame. Again, whoever they are. And so you're sitting here kind of hands on the lap, waiting for them to come in with an apology, an explanation, clarification, something like that. You're like, I'm not approaching them. However, you would be receptive to receiving that cup should they contact you, because you're waiting for it in the Three of Wands. I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm a Scorpio moon. So there's something like, I'm putting up boundaries. I don't want anything to do with you because, again, I don't know what transpired here. But I'm not contacting you. I'm not apologizing for anything. You did me wrong. That's just the vibe I'm getting. So you need to come to me. Don't shoot the messenger here. I'll only work here. But the new moon in Virgo messages bring love into the situation. And it's new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius talks about the we. Aries is me. Aquarius is we. So there's something here about, I know that you're waiting for this person to extend this to you, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that you could contact them first, like to open up the line of communication. Like for those of you where you're like, because I don't know, maybe for some of you, you block this person, you ghosted them, but then at the same time, you're like, well, I'm waiting for them to come forward. How are they going to do that if you block them or you ghosted them? You know what I mean? So if you did want to reopen communication, you would be able to do that in the energy of the new moon in Virgo. So that's message number one. So it's like, I'm not contacting this person. I want nothing to do with them. But if they come in with an apology, I may reconsider. That's why I'm kind of smiling here, because it's like, if you want that, you could don't shoot the messenger. You could contact them first. What transpired here? What caused the Six of Swords and the Seven of Wands? What caused this? Six of Swords, Seven of Wands, clarified by Six of Wands, Four of Wands, two cards here, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. Oh. It looks like there was conversation or clarity about the lack of success or the lack of victory in this connection. So I feel like I've tapped into a group of you where you wanted victory with whomever this is. You wanted a structured, stable relationship with them, friend, family member, lover. But something here, either you gained clarity on your own or you gained clarity through a conversation with this person, and whatever transpired here was not pleasing to you. And it kind of got the ball rolling here for you to now to put up some defenses and move away from this person. So it's kind of like, this is what you wanted, but it's not what you received type of thing. Either your clarity was, I'm never getting it, or the conversation here led you to believe that you would never get it. And so you've put a lot of distance between you and this person. And for some of you, like I said, you've blocked them, or you've stopped communication with them. Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Five of Pentacles is clarified by Ace of Cups, King of Cups, and Queen of Swords. I have King to the Queen of Swords here. So I feel like whether you're masculine or feminine, this is you as the King of Cups. You have the opportunity to have a conversation. So I have King to the Queen of Swords. So don't look at it doesn't have to be an air sign here. It's just anyone is capable of having a conversation. This would be you having a conversation with this individual about the Ace of Cups, which has the potential to get to the Ten of Cups, which I think is what you wanted with this person, whoever they are. Like, you wanted the connection to be stable. You wanted to have victory in it. You wanted it to be successful, and you wanted emotional contentment. So with this person. So there's something here. Both the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, and I don't read body parts, this is definitely you. You have your back turned towards this person. Even though part of you is waiting for them to approach you to right the wrong, your back is turned towards them. You could offer the Ace of Cups, which is just the opportunity to like have a conversation here, discuss what transpired, get some clarity. You have the opportunity here in the energy of the new moon. Like, this person would be very receptive to receive this from you. If you were to take the inspired action, Queen of Wands is the energy of a person who takes inspired action, to offer this Page of Pentacles, this small communication conversation to whoever the King/Queen of Swords person is here. Again, they don't have to be an air sign. They would be receptive to having a conversation with you. So I feel like this person's open to having a conversation with you. I don't know why they're not reaching out to you first, or why they're not initiating it first. Why is this person not initiating the conversation or the apology or whatever it is here that Scorpio is waiting for? Why isn't this person doing this? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Stubborn. Stubborn. This is someone who's like holding themselves back from giving you what you want. The apology, the explanation, the clarity, the closure. They're holding themselves back There's a pattern here. Only take this message if it resonates. There's a pattern here in this connection where it goes well and then it drops off, and then it goes well and it drops off. This person doesn't want the pattern to repeat. I'm not blaming you for the pattern. I'm just telling you energetically what I'm getting from them. They're holding themselves back from offering you this, you know, Knight of Cups here, this Ace of Cups, because there's a pattern here that they want addressed. What is the pattern? There's a pattern here in the connection, and they're tired of the pattern. They would be open to having a conversation with you about coming back together again, but they want the pattern addressed. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what I'm getting here. What is the pattern? One more shuffle. Thank you. What is the pattern? The Devil, Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. Okay. It's a shared pattern between the two of you. There are trust issues here. There are communication issues here. Somebody gets very verbally aggressive or mean or cuts the other one down. Someone thinks very negatively of the other. I'm not saying this is all traits that you have or they have. I'm just telling you all the messages that I'm getting. These are the various patterns in the connection that this person would like to have addressed. Trust issues, communication issues, conflict resolution issues, thinking negatively of one another. Someone's very nasty with their words when shit hits the fan. Someone feels very disrespected. It's so weird. I have one energy here of a person who feels very disrespected by the actions of one person. And then I have the other person feeling very disrespected by the words of the other person. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to someone watching. So it's like person A doesn't trust this person because of what they do or don't do. And then this person here doesn't trust this person because of how they react or the words that they use. So both of you feel disrespected here. Interesting. Both of you feel disrespected here, but for different reasons. For one, it's the other one is not trustworthy because they're not doing something, or they're not doing something correctly, something like that. And the other person feels disrespected because it's like, oh, because I'm not doing it or not doing it correctly or not doing it in your time frame, that doesn't give you the right to mother F me. I'm just telling you what I'm getting. If it's not your message, don't take it. So there's a pattern here. It's cyclical in the connection with whomever this person is. This person wants what you want. It's what you're not seeing. This person wants what you want. They might not want it in the time frame you want it in, but this person wants what you want. But they want patterns to be addressed. They don't want to just come back together and kumbaya. And I think that's why they're not reaching out to you, or they haven't fully offered you what you want. They're holding back, and they're waiting for you to say something like, hey, can we talk about what happened? And you're going to if you want to have that conversation, you need to be prepared for what this person has to say, because there's things that they do that you don't like or you feel are not positive towards the connection. But there's also things that you do or don't do that they feel aren't positive towards the connection. So there needs to be a real honest to God Ace of Swords dialogue here, where both of you can speak freely and openly and honestly about the toxic patterns and traits that you both exhibit in order to really bring love into the situation and heal whatever connection this is. 3 cards of advice, and then we will wrap this up. Just saw the 10 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you both feel betrayed by the other for different reasons. That's what's so wild here. So we have the 10 of Swords. It can't get any worse. Can't get any worse. New dawn, new day. New opportunity. Once we get to the 10s, we start over at the aces. So this is an opportunity now to have an Ace of Swords after whatever ending this was, or betrayal or verbal argument, right? Could be 2 5 of Swords there as well. So it could have been some pretty nasty words exchange. 2 more cards here for advice. So that's the Sun in Gemini. So it's time to communicate, right? Time to talk about what happens. 1 more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Yeah. Time to get to work here to discuss the arguments, the backstabbing, the betrayal. You can't make it up. Ace of Pentacles. And that is the truth. Star card, 6 of Cups. Fool card, Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Five of Cups, Two of Cups. Yeah. So if you want to move forward with this person, the advice here is for you to reach out to them in the energy of the new moon in Aquarius, new moon in, maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius. That could be for a Scorpio watching. In a new moon in Virgo, your opportunity here is to reach out to this person and say, if you're open, I'd like to have a very open and honest dialogue or conversation about what transpired, what you experienced, what I experienced. But again, you're going to have to be, in order to transform this connection, you're going to have to be very receptive to what this person has to say. And they need to be very receptive to what you have to say. Both of you need to bring love into the situation, to hear one another out. And then, yeah, you can have this solid new beginning and heal the connection with the soulmate, soul bond connection, and have this new beginning with this person that clearly, you know, you have a lot of love for. I have a soulmate here now paired with the Queen of Cups to the King of Cups, and then I have Queen of Swords to King of Swords. So it's like half an emperor, half an empress here sitting on the table. Yeah, half an emperor, half an empress. So in that respect, I think both of you have different aspects of yourself that you need to heal. So you can literally like fall into your divine feminine or divine masculine energies, because I have half of each here on the table now that I'm looking at it. So take those messages, how they resonate to you. If you're looking for resolution or, you know, reconciliation or even just closure, it looks like you need to be the one to reach out to this individual, kind of contact them, phone call, text message, email, however it is that you communicate. But it can't just be like, we're going back to how we were. I don't feel like that's what this person wants. I got to be honest with you. They want what you want, but they're not going to blindly go back to it. They're holding back because they want some patterns addressed on their part and on yours. So again, if you want to have the conversation and have the potential to bring this together, you need to be willing to hear what they have to say, and they need to be willing to hear what you have to say. And it all begins by bringing a little love into the situation. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard that. My Bobo is sending me a good night. Okay. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. That is your new moon in Virgo message. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. I just called my boyfriend Bobo. I don't know why I did that. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at your new moon in Virgo message. We have expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Oh, God. What is happening to Saggy? What does Sagittarius need to know about expect powerful change? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is this their new moon in Virgo message? Why is this their new moon in Virgo message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Ace of Wands, the Phoenix, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Oh my God. Did you guys just hit the lottery? The Star, the Four of Swords, Justice. Expect powerful change. We're entering eclipse season in September. This is a heads up. This is a heads up for you that your life begins to shift and change within 4 weeks. Okay. What is this Ace of Wands, this new opportunity here? What is the new opportunity here? I would call this in. If you go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com, click on resources. There's information there. It's a free new moon ritual. I would call in whatever you want this Ace of Wands to be, because it comes in for you. This wish fulfillment, whatever it is that you want. I would call this in. A new place to live, money, financial opportunity, love partner, whatever it is. I would call it in the new moon in Virgo. And then I would expect a powerful change. You need to be mindful when you're manifesting this, because your card here is the new moon eclipse. Something gets eclipsed out of your life in order for this to happen. It's like energetic space needs to be made. So, in other words, you're asking for a new job. It would mean you leaving the job that you're at. Yeah, this is like replacing. This is creating energetic space or replacing something currently in your life. All right, just be mindful of that. That's why it's powerful. Expect powerful change. Because in an eclipse, it's like the Eight of Cups card, right? It's the only card in tarot, in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, that actually depicts an eclipse. So something being eclipsed or removed from your life then ushers in the new beginning. So be very intentional and very careful with your manifestations, okay? In the new moon in Virgo. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. The Magician, which is saying your manifestation. Be very careful what you're manifesting. Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Write it down. Whatever this long-term goal here is that you want. Write it down. Make sure that it's worded correctly. Make sure it's exactly what you want. You could even add a time frame. I'm being told you can add a time frame. You can add a time frame to when you want this, because energetic space needs to be created in your life in order for this to come in. Like you're looking for a new job, create that time frame, because this could result, I'm not predicting this, just an example, then like you lose your job, you get fired, and you're like, holy shit. And then the next day, the new job opportunity comes in. There's something like that here at play. Like something needs to be removed, or energetic space needs to be created for the new to come in. So be very intentional. Write it down before you actually do the new moon ritual. Make sure it's really what you want. And add a time frame. Yeah, add a time frame. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, Phoenix to the Magician is incredible manifestation power to create the life you want, the future you want. Judgment. Judgment is going within and listening to your inner calling. Listening to your intuition here. The Sun, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. My word, Knight of Cups. I feel like ask and it is yours. Ask and it'll be granted. But be very careful about what you're asking for, because it comes in, but also comes in at the expense of something else having to leave. I don't want to scare anybody when I say that. Please don't. I'm not one of those tarot readers. But if you're manifesting, again, a new job, then the job you have could, end up firing you or having a big layoff or something like that. So I would be intentional. Like if you have a contract job and you know it ends at the end of the year, whether you're retiring or whatever the contract is expiring, then you can just, this is what I'm wishing for, this is what I'm asking for, and it can come in after June 1st, 2026. That's why I'm being told, like, you need to, like, you can create a date, like when you want to receive it, because something gets eclipsed out of your life in order for that to come in. Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Wands, clarified by Two of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. I don't know what you're asking for, but you're getting it. Be very intentional, and you can certainly set a time limit between August, your time limit. So I never get messages like this. Between August 22nd, 2025 and August 22nd, 2026. That's your window. So you can ask for this, by next year this time. And you will then receive it between now and next year. Didn't I say this in another reading? I said your life is going to be totally different 1 year from now. I'm pretty sure there's 2 readings this week that I said that to the Sag Collective. So you have a 1-year window. You can ask for this. So you can say after May 2026 or after June 2026, something like that. Or you can just say, I need this September 1st, 2025, whatever that is for you. But you have a 1-year window, like this portal, this doorway for you, this manifestation. They'll hold it for you. Four of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. They'll hold it for you for up to a year. What a wild message. Justice. This is karmic justice. Something you've endured, something you've gone through, some Goliath you went up against. This is like your karmic reward for something good that you did, or something rough that you went through. Maybe even like an addiction that you conquered or something like that. 8 of Swords. Tell me more about justice. Yeah, maybe this was something you didn't think you could beat, or you didn't think you could overcome, but you overcame it, or you will be overcoming it. And this is like your karmic reward for enduring it. Oh, what a nice message for you. 2 more cards here on justice. One more shuffle. You get the 8 of Swords. You get the 8 of Cups. You get the 3 of Cups. So this is karmic justice, something you endured, something that was difficult, something that really plagued you mentally, something that was emotionally exhausting, something that brought joy to your life, but at the same time was bittersweet. 8 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. This is your victory. This is your celebration. This is your reward. You're moving on, karmically speaking, to the 9 of Cups. So make your wish, my love. Be very intentional. You have a 1-year span, and I would ask for this. It's yours. Just be mindful something gets removed in order for this to come in. That's what I have for you, Sag. That is the most powerful new moon, full moon, planetary reading I think I've ever done for the collective in like 2 years of doing this. That is what I have for you. It's a very interesting message. That is your new moon and Virgo message. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's take a look at your new moon and Virgo message. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon and Cancer. Okay. Tell me why you and your loved ones are safe is Capricorn's message for their new moon and Virgo message. For Capricorn's sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus, why is you and your loved ones are safe, their new moon and Virgo message. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, my dear, the Empress, the 7 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor, Justice, and the Hermit. How many major arcana cards you have here for such a small spread? And people cards. 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Well, I need to throw this message out there. If you're a Capricorn of childbearing years, or you or your partner are, there's a good possibility here of pregnancy and a healthy pregnancy. Secondary message, if you're doing any kind of like in vitro fertilization, there's a possibility of twins or triplets. For those of you looking to get pregnant or your partner is looking to get pregnant, utilizing that method. If you're looking to adopt, I feel like there's good news here on the adoption front. Wow, I can't believe all these messages I'm getting for you, Cappy. I wasn't expecting this. Maybe because the new moon is in your sister brother sign there, Virgo, that's possible. Taurus had a lot of messages too, so that might be it. Virgo had a crap ton, so that's probably why. Yeah, if you're looking to adopt, I think you're receiving good news. Same thing if you're fostering. Very good news. Tell me about the 7 of Cups here. Tell me about these 7 of Cups here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is, okay, this is like a 4th message. I'm going to have to pull that other deck over there. I've tapped into a group of Capricorns where you have someone from the other side watching over you and your family. A masculine figure here. Father, uncle, brother, grandfather. Watching over your family here. All right, I'll get some messages. Wasn't expecting that. Tell me about the 7 of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 7 of Cups is clarified by 6 of Swords, the Chariot, and Temperance. So you and your loved ones are safe, your family unit. Whether you talk to these individuals, you don't talk to them. There's something here. If they're traveling, they're going on vacation, I feel like they're safe. They're being protected by Archangel Michael. So I love that you have this Archangel here protecting you and your loved ones in their travels, whether it's vacation, traveling to and from work, something like that. All of your cups, all the people that you love, that you have soulmate, soul bond connections to, they are protected at this time. It's a beautiful message. For some of you, you are estranged from a child here. Yep, the Sun card comes out and it shows a baby. Some of you are estranged from a child. Like you're not talking to your daughter, you're not talking to your son. There's a message here for those of you that have that. One more shuffle. Thank you. That have that disconnection. The High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. If you had a child pass away, your child is safe. your child is safe. Like if you had a child pass away in infancy, or abortion, or anything like that, miscarriage, there's a message here that your child is safe, is surrounded by angels. That's a beautiful message. I wasn't expecting that one. If you have an adult child that you're estranged from, that you're not talking to, the child is doing well. They think of you often. The Knight of Cups, the child is on the horse, but they're always looking back. So I feel like this individual thinks of you often, whether you're their mother or their father. If you're the child and you're estranged from your parents think of you often, even though you're not in constant communication with them. Like they remember you fondly, or they look at pictures of you when you were a child or you were much younger. I'd like to get into these messages from this masculine figure that some of you have watching over you and your family. These are messages from beyond, messages of closure. I don't typically get this message. I think I've had it once or twice in a private reading, but not for the collective. So messages from the masculine here for the Capricorn collective that have this masculine figure watching over them. Thank you. Any other messages from this individual to the Capricorn collective? And just take the messages that resonate with you in your situation. Any other messages from this individual to the Capricorn collective? I'm going to do one more shuffle here. Thank you. Okay. I see all that you do for others. That was the only thing that came out. I thought it was a bunch of cards. So you have a masculine on the other side. Again, brother, father, spouse, grandfather. They protect you. They watch over you. They're the good angel on your shoulder when you're not sure what to do, which is kind of funny because you're the devil in tarot. So they're the good angel, tries to guide you in the right direction. This person sees. This person's very wise. It's a very old soul here, but they see all that you do for others. They see your sacrifices. They see what you've gone through. They see your hardships. They see how you've stumbled. They see you differently now. Maybe this person didn't have a favorable opinion of you when they were here, or they had a different opinion of you. But now that they see like what you've gone through and what you've sacrificed and how you care for others and what you do for other people and how you put others first, they have a different opinion of you. They see you differently now, and they are so proud of you. Oh my God, y'all are going to make me cry. These aren't even my messages. I see things differently now. I see you differently now because I see what you've gone through and I see what you do for others. And I am so proud of you. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this reading. Short, sweet, very, very meaningful. Okay, that is what I have for you, my dear. Very, very special message there for the Capricorn collective. You and your loved ones are safe. Most of you have a masculine on the other side watching over you. If you're hoping to get pregnant or trying to get pregnant, it looks like this energy in the new moon in Virgo would be a good time for you to try to do that. For those of you looking to adopt or foster, you have some good news headed your way. If you're doing anything with like in vitro fertilization or even like surrogacy, it looks like there's some good news as well in that new moon in Virgo for you. And if you're estranged from a parent, they think of you fondly. If you're the child, the parent thinks of you fondly, and vice versa. And then if you had a child pass on either through miscarriage or at a very early age or abortion or anything like that, they are protected and loved by the angels. So I love that. I love all of these messages for you. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. Those are your very powerful and moving new moon in Virgo messages. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Let's take a look at your new moon in Virgo message. Make sure my mic is still on. It is. Okay. New moon in Virgo message. Wow. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. We just had a full moon in Aquarius, actually, on August 9th. Okay. Tell me more about show the world the real you. Why is this the message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? Why is this their new moon in Virgo message? Okay. First card that came out is the moon. Okay, so this is definitely hitting home here for the collective. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the new moon. We have the Hermit. We have the King of Wands. And we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. That leaves the Six of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Wands here, World card, at the bottom of the deck. So, a brand new beginning here for you, Aquarius. Something that you have wanted. I have two groups of you here. I have a group of Aquarians that you are beginning something new, a new career path, a new relationship. You're moving into a new residence. You're in a new connection. You're already in the new, or you're expecting the new because you know it's coming, or you've been working on it, or something like that. And then for others of you, this is your moment on August 22nd to manifest whatever this is that you want in. Tell me more about the moon card here. Yes, I have two groups of you. For some of you, you're starting the new. And for others of you, this is your opportunity to call in the new. The moon card is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Death and Rebirth card, and the Six of Cups. You can call in at this time a soulmate, whether that is professionally, platonic, or romantic. You can call in at this time a reconnection with a soulmate that you've had a disconnection with. You can call in relief for a connection that has maybe been a bit burdensome for you, for the person, or the connection itself has been heavy. So there's something here about you calling in relief, strength, recovery, reconciliation, something like that, to rebirth a connection or to birth a new one. And again, could be platonic, a professional, or romantic for you. King of Wands, I feel like this is your energy here. You can take the inspired action to call this in. So some of you, you're already on this path. I'll get a separate message for you. I want to stick right now to those of you where this is what you want. Again, the new job or the new relationship, or you want a past relationship to come back together again. This is your moment to call it in. So let me get messages for you first. King of Wands. We have the Hangman. Tell me more about the King of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Hangman. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is something that you've wanted for quite some time, but for whatever reason, you haven't been moving towards it. So I could be speaking to Aquarius where you've wanted a new job, but you haven't really put in any effort, any pentacle energy. Maybe you've been holding yourself back for whatever reason from like applying for a new job. Or I could be speaking to a single Aquarius where you really do want to meet a romantic partner, but you kind of been holding back from making yourself vulnerable and entering the dating world. Whatever it is that you've been holding yourself back from, this is the moment in the energy of the new moon in Virgo for you to not only call it in, like ask for it. You can go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com, click on resources, and then there's a free tutorial there that you could follow for a new moon ritual. So you can call it in, and then in addition to just calling it in, the true purpose of the Magician card in Tarot is not only that you are connecting and communicating with the divine, with source, to ask for what it is that you want or need, but you're also then putting in real pentacle energy, right? Because the Magician in Tarot is the only card in the deck that depicts the energy of an individual who holds or has all four aces. And so this is your moment to ask for it, but then kind of get out of hibernation mode and literally pour some pentacle energy into whatever this wish fulfillment is here for you. Again, the new job, the new relationship, reconciliation. It's your choice. You don't have to do this. You could sit on your hands on August 22nd and not do any of this. Or you can co-create with the divine and go after what it is that you want. Ask for it, but then pour some real pentacle energy. And I feel like it comes in. You need to make the active choice, though, to one, ask for it, and two, put some effort into acquiring it. The job, the person, reaching out to someone, like if it's someone from your past. Okay, tell me about the Ten of Cups here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ten of Cups is clarified by King of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. And then we've got wish fulfillment here for you. Geez. Okay. So again, calling in the job, financial support, financial assistance, bringing a connection together where maybe you or they kind of feel abandoned or left out in the cold. So there's a lot of healing here that can take place for the Aquarius collective, whether it's in love and romance, career and finance, etc., etc. So this is an opportune time for you to call it in and then put the work in required to make this, you know, come together, bring this dream, make this dream an actual reality for you. Now, I want to get a message for those of you where you are already experiencing the new, or you're on the precipice of this new occurring, like you're about to start the new job, or you just entered the new relationship, something like that. I'd like to get a separate message for those of you embarking on the new path already. So I definitely have two groups of you. One group's already on the new path or just about to start it. And then I have another group of you where you're just starting to manifest and put the energy and effort into creating the new path. So for those of you already on the new path, why is the Moon card here? Why is the Moon card here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Already on the new path. Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, Three of Cups. So if you're already on the new path, or you're just about to start the new path, like the new job, or you just started dating someone, you could be really up in your head about it. You could be really nervous here that it's not going to work out, that the success will be short-lived. You could be second-guessing yourself at this time. Like maybe you start the new job on Monday and now you're starting to get those, you know, kind of nervous jitters. You're not sure if you'll do a good job. Maybe it won't be, you know, as great of a job as you thought it would be. So there's a little second-guessing here. And so in the energy of the new moon in Virgo, you could be feeling some like hypertension. You could be feeling some confusion. There's a little feeling here of maybe even feeling insecure because you just entered this relationship, or like I said, you just started this job, or you're just about to. And so there's some reservations here. There's some insecurities, there's some doubts, there's some fears that are kind of overshadowing the celebratory feeling that you would normally have before you start the new job, or like that you're experiencing when you just start dating someone new. So just be mindful of that if you have those doubts, fears, and insecurities creep in, just know that that has a lot to do with the new moon in Virgo, and that will pass, okay? King of Wands here. Why is the King of Wands here for the Aquarians on the new path? Why is the King of Wands here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You've got this. The new job, the new relationship, again, whatever this is for you on your new path, you've got this. This is long-term success. This is long-term happiness. This will provide your life with the structure and stability that you've been seeking, or the financial contentment that you've been wanting for quite some time. Yeah, this is, it's here. It has arrived. You have arrived, I just heard. So if you're nervous and you have some doubts, fears, or anxieties, I just feel like this is a little reassurance here that you'll be just fine in this new leadership position, or at this new job, or maybe with this new business that you're starting, because King, Queen of Wands are the entrepreneurs of Tarot. It could even be like a new relationship with a new soulmate. Whatever this is for you, it's just letting you know you will be okay. You can call in for strength, for courage, for perseverance in that new moon in Virgo. You can manifest that in for yourself if you need that to kind of like calm your nerves a little bit. And tell me about the 10 of Cups here for the Aquarians on the new path. Why is the 10 of Cups here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 10 of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Strength card, and the King of Cups. Whoa. Tower. Okay. If you've entered a new relationship and this is your new path, this is solid soulmate here on path for you. You either just entered this relationship or you're meeting this person in the energy of the new moon in Virgo. So if you're currently in the connection, it looks like it's strengthening. This really is a solid soulmate here for you. We have a matching pair, King to the Queen of Cups, and then you've got that Six of Cups card here. So for some of you, even though you've known this person a short time, you could feel like you've known them before, or you've known them in past lives. For some of you, this is a past life connection here that you either have just recently connected with, or you will be connecting, you will be meeting over the course of the weekend. I think the 22nd is on a Friday here. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that could be when you're meeting this new person. if you're launching your own business, or you have recently launched it, or you're about to launch it relatively soon, I feel like you have a collaboration here with another individual. This is someone who has the same vision and goal as you. They could end up coming on as a mentor to you. They could end up coming in as a business partner. This is someone that you will form a very strong bond with. They are a professional connection in that respect, but they have the same goal in mind. They want you to succeed. I feel like this is a benefit to you in your, with this new company that you either just launched or you're on the precipice of launching. I have another message here. Can I get 3 more cards here on the 10 of Cups? 1 more shuffle here. Thank you. The Emperor, the 7 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Temperance, the Death card, and the Page of Cups. If I'm speaking to an Aquarius here, where you have a connection in your life where there's been some, I don't know why, I'm getting a feeling of there's space. There's space between you and this person. I don't know if you're no longer talking, or you've put up some walls, some restrictions. It could be a distance issue for some of you. I feel like there's a conversation here taking place in the energy of the new moon in Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules communication. And then I have the Knight of Swords here. So there's something like, if you're currently in a connection and there's some distance, energetic distance, I feel like there's a coming back together. There's a conversation about bringing this connection back together again. If there's physical distance, there's a conversation here about going somewhere, traveling somewhere together, spending some time alone. It's like the two of you are like in your own little bubble, So doing something alone or going somewhere alone. There's definitely something here about traveling together, traveling to them traveling to you, spending time together. There's also a conversation here about long-term goals in the connection, or how to take the connection to a higher level of commitment. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. A couple of different messages there, depending on, whether you are on the new timeline, I guess I'll call it the new timeline, or you're about to make some moves to get into a new timeline here for yourself. But take those messages how they resonate to you. But that is what I have for you, my dear. Yeah, show the world the real you. Like, if you're starting this job, I think you need to walk in on day one. I don't want to say in an egoic way like you own the place, but that you're very confident. The King/Queen of Wands would be the energy of someone who's very confident. So yes, show the world the real you. Show this new workplace, who you are and your talents and your skills, and don't make yourself small, or don't minimize your abilities or your experience or anything like that. If you're ready to get out there and meet someone, yeah, show the world the real you. Be vulnerable. Get yourself out there. Meet this, person. For others of you, if there's been that disconnection in that connection, maybe it's time for you to show this person the real you. Aquarius could be a little bit of a emotionally detached energy at times. Don't get upset. I'm an Aquarius rising. But we can be. So there could be something here about the expression of feelings, maybe that you've had for quite some time for this person, especially if you're in disconnection or there's some distance here between you and them. This would be the opportune time for you to show this person the real you, in terms of what you feel for them or how deeply you feel for them. So definitely don't be afraid to convey your feelings for the one you love or the ones you love. That is what I have for you, my dear. Those are your messages for the new moon in Virgo. If you like any of those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's take a look at your new moon in Virgo message. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Okay. Why is hold your vision the new moon in Virgo message here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? Why is hold your vision the message for Pisces here? One more shuffle. Thank you. First card out, 7 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Don't show your hand. Don't show your hand. I don't know if that'll make sense to someone watching. 4 Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Cups. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Don't show your hand. Why is the Seven of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Swords, clarified by Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Lovers. Okay. I've tapped into a group of you. You have an opportunity, an offer here coming in the energy of the new moon in Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules communication. So with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, you're getting some kind of offer here. Some type of communication or opportunity. It's coming in from someone. You've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for this offer. You've been waiting for this opportunity. There's something here about you holding your vision to yourself. Keeping it to yourself. It's almost like you're receiving this offer and opportunity, but you shouldn't tell everyone what you're going to do with it or what your plans are for it. That's a peculiar message, okay? King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? Why is the King of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Both Four of Pentacles and the Strength card in this deck talks about holding back. So this offer, this opportunity coming in, you're supposed to listen to your intuition here and like not tell many people about it. Maybe don't gloat about it. Or for some of you, you're receiving like a lump sum of money. There's something here about not telling everyone either that you received it or what your plans are. Because I feel like you have plans for whatever this opportunity is. Like you're waiting for this to come in and you're sitting here waiting. You're waiting to do something with it when the time is right. You don't need to tell everyone until the time is right. Does that make sense? You don't need to tell everyone what you're going to do with the opportunity or offer that you're either like trying to attain or that you're receiving, or maybe you're negotiating. You don't need to tell everyone that it's coming in or that you're applying for it or even that you're receiving it until you're ready to act on it or until it's firmly in your hands. There's something here about holding your vision to yourself. So don't sabotage this opportunity or offer or lump sum of money that you're getting by telling everyone about it. Queen of Pentacles. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles, clarified by 10 of Wands, the Moon, and the Ace of Cups. Bottom of deck, 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is representing a person or people in your life that if they knew you were receiving this, they would want a portion of it. So let's say I'm speaking to a Pisces where you're applying for a new job, and all of the jobs that you're applying for, maybe it's like triple the income that you currently make, and you end up landing the job. There's something here, you could tell people that you have a new job, but maybe you don't want everyone to know how much you're making. Because maybe at the last job you were just making 1 pentacle, and now at the new job you're making 10 pentacles. Because there could be a person or people here that suddenly they feel like because they're dealing with financial burdens or financial stress, they're going to look to you like now you have this new job that's paying you a lot of money. Like they're going to put their hand out to you. They're going to expect you to like relieve them of their financial burdens or their worries or their, financial concerns, because suddenly now it looks like you're sitting pretty because you have this job making all of this money. The same thing for those of you where you're getting any kind of like settlement money. Maybe you're selling property, or there's inheritance here, or alimony, or I don't know, maybe you're going to court and you're getting a payout. The same thing here is like hold back from telling everyone what you got. Again, it's holding your vision for like, I don't know, there's something here about holding it to yourself. And you need to be very fixed on that. Fixed energy could be a bit stubborn. So it's almost like you need to be stubborn about this. Everyone doesn't need to know how much money you make, how much money you're getting, how much money you have. There's something like that, because you have a person or people here that are going to have their hand out. They're going to expect you now to relieve them of financial burdens that they have. Because suddenly now you look, you look like you're sitting pretty there. So be very careful about what you communicate. It's like, think about it, Four of Swords, pause. Think about it before you tell people. And when you do communicate, communicate small. Everyone doesn't need to know everything. There are some things you need to keep to yourself. Like, what's that expression? Like, keep it close to your chest or keep it close to your vest. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Yeah, the Sun card. Not everyone needs to know this. Not everyone needs to know this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Sun, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Swords. See? Not everyone needs to know this. There's something here about like blocking out, like who you communicate this good news to. It should really be like on a need-to-know basis, and not everyone needs to know. And the main reason is people now start having their hand out. Let's get 3 final cards here for Pisces. And people might ask you questions about it, but there's no need for you to give everyone the answers that they seek. 3 cards here, final cards here for Pisces. One more shuffle here. Thank you. It's one of your quicker readings, I guess, right? King of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Six of Wands. Not everyone needs to know about the victory, about the surprise, about the cash settlement, whatever this is for you. Not everyone needs to know. Everyone should be on a need-to-know basis. That's what I have for you, Pisces. Short and sweet this time around. Usually your readings are like longer than others, and then I get emails. I get hate emails from people. Like, Pisces got 13 minutes, and my sign only got 8. And I'm like, oh my God, seriously? So no hate mail this time around because Pisces was short and sweet. You're receiving an offer opportunity, cash settlement, something like that. Until you're ready to act on it, not everyone needs to know that you're getting it or you're preparing to get it or something like that. And once you do get it, not everyone needs to know what the value of it is. This would even be like if you buy a vehicle, right? And there are people who will be jealous. Oh, you can afford a $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 vehicle. Well, I guess now you could pay for my electricity bill. No, it doesn't work that way. So even if you're buying something new, like a house or a car, even if it's used, like if it's pre-owned, not everyone needs to know all the details, where you got it from, how much it was. There's definitely something here about people need to be on a need-to-know basis, and not everyone needs to know. So that's what I have for you, my dear. That is your new moon in Virgo message. Be very mindful what you're communicating, how much you're communicating, and who you are communicating it to. That is your message. If you like that message, it resonated with you, maybe just found it to be helpful or hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.